episode of Boujee Crochet Wearables, where we lift the humble art of crochet into wearables that really we can be proud of and that are worthy of really nice yarn. Not necessarily expensive, but the nicer yarns that are out there. And I just want to give you an update of some progress I have made on a work in progress, and also show you a new whip that I have started. All right, let's get started with the Oversize Sweater from Olga Poltava, and I will link her video tutorial in the description box below. But as I showed in one of my regular podcast, I think it was, and also maybe in my last Boujee Crochet Wearable, I'm pretty sure I did. I showed you that I finished the back panel, and so here is the back panel, and oh, I lied, that's not the back panel. This is the back panel. There you go. I gave you a sneak peek of the front panel, but there's the back panel. And so the shoulders, a little bit, make sure I'm doing this right, a little bit of a dip for the back of the neck, and the other shoulder, the ribbing is built in. So as you crochet this way in rows going across, you add the ribbing straight in. So when you make the panel, you're pretty much done with the back. There may be a border that you add around the neck area, but the bottom is done. And I have done this much on the front panel. So the dip for the neckline is a little bit bigger. You leave 6 stitches. I did one shoulder, the neckline, started the next shoulder, but ran out of yarn. I left the other 2 skeins in Tennessee, did not bring them with me because they were not wound. And to wind the fuzzy yarn, which is an alpaca yarn, I just needed my ball winder. And so knew when I came I was going to get the ball finished, and that's the one I did finish. Finished the alpaca yarn, the one that I am holding double, that is that really pretty blue color. The gray yarn, oh, it's in my lap. Here it is. I still have this much left in the gray, which is a superwash merino and alpaca yarn fiber blend. And so, yeah, very excited that I'm almost done with that. I will sew up the sides, and then it's a matter of putting the sleeves in, and as I said, doing the neck band. So this project will be put aside until I get back to Tennessee at the end of January. And then I can wind those other 2 cakes up and get this project finished, and maybe be able to wear it in the month of February. I hope so. So excited about that. Well, as many are doing, I have joined the Hexi Shirt Party 2025 put out by K&K Crochet. I'm very excited. KK mentioned in one of the videos last year that she really wanted to do a hexagon cardigan, that she doesn't make a lot of wearables, but was very excited about this project, had been wanting to do it, and so had I. I think I heard about it from Mary at Slow Crochet. Mary, aka Mercy Triumphs, had made one and talked about a pattern from Kelly at Craft and a Cuppa, and I had watched it and thought, yeah, I want to make a hexagon cardigan too. Actually, Kelly's pattern that I saw was the Hexi Shirt pattern, It is short sleeved, and I was so excited about starting that. That is the pattern I chose. I know that Kristen and KK and several others that are joining in are using the pattern that they picked by Make and Do Crew. And you can check out their video, which I will link in the description box below. And you can look at that pattern as well. If you'd like to join in, it's not too late to join in the party. But I want to show you the progress I have made and the yarn that I chose. So I want to show you the yarn first. I chose Barocco Remix Light. And Remix Light is recycled, 100% recycled fibers. And the one in this or these skeins that I bought, it's 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. It does tell you to machine wash in cold water on delicate cycle and lay flat to dry. If it were me, which I'll explain in a minute, I would definitely hand wash and lay flat to dry. But if you do it on delicate cycle like the instructions say, you might be okay with it. It is a fingering, what I call fingering weight yarn, because in 100 grams, there's 432 yards, so 400 meters. I think actually it is right in between a sport or 2-weight yarn and a fingering weight. May lean into that sport weight, but barely. And so it is a beautiful yarn. It does call for a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook. It does say FUS. I don't know all the letters. I don't have them memorized, but it looks like it says FUS. So maybe that is what a 3.75 is. It is beautiful. This colorway, I love all the little drops, speckles of different color. There's like white speckles, a darker pink speckle. This colorway is 6918, and I bought it on the Knit Picks website, off the Knit Picks website. It says it's a 3, but it is not, according to the measurements and the chart that I use, which I think the chart is a basic. I think all the charts that you would look up to find weights of yarn and their number or name for that particular weight are all pretty much standard. So like I said, it falls at the very lightest side of a sport weight, almost a fingering weight. I am using a 6 millimeter hook because that's what Kelly suggests, using a bigger hook to create more drape. And that's what I would suggest no matter what weight of yarn you go with. So whatever it calls for. So this is actually FGHIJ, 4 hook sizes bigger than what is suggested on here. But I would go up at least 2. So if you are using and sorry, I'm at my parents' apartment, so if you hear they're blowing leaves out on the patio, we've had some rain, and so they're blowing leaves out on all the walkways of the apartment complex. So sorry about that. Anyway, I would, yeah, like I said, I would go up at least 2 hook sizes. So if the yarn is a 4-weight yarn, usually 4-weight calls between a 5.5 and 6, which I know 6 is a J hook. Then I would go up to like an 8 millimeter hook, whatever letter that is. 7.5, 8 millimeter hook if you're using a 4-weight or worsted weight yarn. So yeah, that would be my suggestion, no matter what pattern you use, to create a less stiff pattern, a more drapey pattern. So here is what I have done so far. I have finished one hexagon, and I have got it hooked up here at the shoulders. This is my sleeve. So I have finished one hexagon, and just to give an idea, that's what it will look like when I get it, or at least half of it looks like. The sleeve will be folded up. There will be a trim put around the sleeve. I might extend the length of it. I'm going to put it on, try it, and see. And there will be some added, like a band added up here. I might actually add a couple rows to make it a little bit wider. I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to trust her process, which all goes by measurements, not stitch counts. So for my size, which is the extra small, it needed to be 14. For the arm length, I actually did 15 because I got carried away and did too much, but I did frog back a little bit, but I think it came out to be, no, I think I was supposed to be 13 and it came out to be 14, but I figure if I'm folding it up, I do like more coverage on my arms, that will be fine. Then you crochet 5 sides to get the armhole depth to make sure your arm fits. And my size called for 18 centimeters, and that's what I use. So she is from England and did it in centimeters. Her suggestion is that if you need inches, you just do the centimeters and flip it over to see what the inches are. I feel like this side is a little bit thin, so that's why I think I might add over here more than just the band that will stitch in, crochet in, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to try it on. So I love the way this yarn has worked up. It is beautiful, just enough that you can see the pattern, but I think it will be great as a neutral. It is pink, but as a neutral piece for me to throw on over, even if I throw it on over a top that's got some pattern to it, flowers, stripes, whatever, which is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to throw this on over any top that I might wear. And I liked it so much that I have already, and I want to make sure that no stitches come out. There you go. I have already started on my second side and almost done for the sleeve length. I do 13 rounds, which is what's in this side for the sleeve length, and then I can start just doing 5 of the sides. So yeah, I got started on that. So the reason I say that I would wash by hand is this yarn feels like, when I'm working it up, feels like I'm working with paper. It does have linen. I mean, it's only 9% linen and only 10% silk, but it has that incredible soft, so lightweight feel to it. And when I was tying off, I think it was the sleeve. Let's see if I can show you where, no, it was the shoulder. Tied it off, I pulled the knot down and actually broke, you can see I broke that strand pulling. So it's very easy to take and just break off. And so it feels strong once it's crocheted up, but I obviously don't want my washing machine to tear it up. I want to keep it in good condition. So I might actually use some wool wash and wash it by hand once it's made. But it is so lightweight. I think to lay it flat, to dry, or sometimes I drape it over a chair, I think it will dry in no time. It's not like it will be a hassle to wash and dry. or air dry laying flat. So I think this yarn is lovely, and I would love to make more wearables with it. It is fairly decently priced. It was about $13 on Knit Picks website. I don't have any coupons yet. Hopefully, as I keep ordering more from them, I really do love all the variety of yarns that they have. Then maybe I will be able to use some coupons, save some money. But I think Malabrigo, that's the yarn. Malabrigo is also for hand-dyed, really nice fiber. Wool is Malabrigo, does the superwash merino or wool yarn. This is priced very similar. And it does have quite a bit of cotton in it and feels really nice. I think it will make a great summer cardigan to throw on. So very excited about this Hexi Cardi party. I'm very excited about getting this project done. So next week, and maybe even the week after, I will have more progress that I will update you on with this cardigan. But come join in. We'd love to have you join the party. If you want to find out who else is involved in the Hexi Cardi party, we're all using the hashtag Hexi Cardi Party 2025. You might also want to search on Hexi Cardi Party without the 2025 and see if you can see other people that have done it in the past and what patterns they use. There's plenty of patterns and tutorials out there to choose from. And so love to have y'all join us. Well, that's my update this week for Boujee Crochet Wearables. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, all the new subscribers I've had. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you watching and sharing and giving videos a thumbs up, all the things that you do. I most especially appreciate the comments below and getting to connect with you all more and more. So yeah, I'll leave a list to my monthly makes in case if this is your first time watching and you've been watching Boujee Crochet Wearables and haven't seen the other podcasts I put up. I'll leave a link in the description box below or at the end of this video as well. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, y'all.